They were wizards, but they slit your gizzards too. They plundered our key mysteries, and all their foes did wail. Beware lest ye encounter a mighty Mage of Sail.
We have returned to Bones Island. Or specifically, we've returned to the Traitor's Sea because our ship has now cast away on the 7-day-long journey to Blood Island. It's an auspicious number, very magic-y.
Get a deck chair.
And, you guys hang out for a few days and kind of get your sea legs a little bit. And then one night, Wilhelm. Yeah, I know, right? You get a knock on your door. And it is it's a character who you've met, but who hasn't been introduced yet.
Oh.
Which is the character of Neve, who is a member of Saoirse's cult.
Oh, yes. Hold on, I'm doing push-ups. One armed, you know the bit.
Yeah. You do that the whole bit again.
Yeah, the whole bit again.
And then you answer the door and she goes, why, you're not even sweating.
I'm very cardiovascularly in shape, but thank you for noticing.
She says, I've come to you with a problem, Mr. Wilhelm. We've discovered that a terrible thing has taken place.
Okay. How bad on a scale of 1 to boned? Sorry to use, I don't know what that means.
Is that a slur?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Thankfully, Neve isn't from the Unconquered Isles.
Okay,
That's right.
Like a normal person.
You can't say bone.
Or is boned a good thing?
I don't know.
She says, it's Mr. Saoirse, you see. We forgot her birthday.
Oh no.
I was thinking that perhaps with the help of you 3 wizards, that Miss St. James has agreed to distract Miss Saoirse long enough for us to plan a party. If we could convene a wizard's council in the hold to plan something for her.
I say, I love this. Let's do it.
Oh, thank goodness you agreed.
Yes, of course.
I didn't want to, I couldn't speak to Saoirse about it because it's her party.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I couldn't speak to Liga because I'm scared of witches.
Yeah, I get that all the way.
And I couldn't talk to Aura because she's from England, so fuck her.
God.
So, do you have something you don't like about me just so I feel even with the rest of my crew?
No.
Okay. I also accept that though.
Yes, you seem, nice.
Appreciate that.
So, as I say, we're going to execute this heist together. Will you round up the wizards?
Of course.
Meet you in the hall. Miss St. James is taking care of Saoirse.
All right.
And what are you guys doing on a normal night on the ship? If I haven't had a few days to get less hungover specifically, or perhaps get drunk and hungover again.
Is this like a dorm room setup? Like it's like the same hall and just like door.
It's because ships are pretty cramped.
Yeah,
We're playing fast and loose a little bit with the geography of the ship is whatever is most convenient.
So it's easy to knock on the neighbor's door.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just looking like a batty old lady, just like watching a show that is not there, just singing to myself.
Just hearing like lovely Latvian songs being sung tunelessly from a passing dorm room.
Mm-hmm.
So Aura, you've been talking to the crew and kind of trying to ingratiate yourself with them a little bit. So let's play that out. You approach a young deckhand who's swabbing the decks or doing similar sailor type actions.
I'm wearing my hat, but I'm not wearing the rest of my accoutrement.
Okay, that makes sense, right? You find a good pirate hat, you stick to it. Nigel hasn't said anything about the fact that you've clearly purloined one of his hats.
Oh, he better not.
Yeah.
He better not say anything.
Like nothing here is his anymore.
That was well, I mean, you stole it because you're pirates.
Yeah.
And that's fine to do. Technically, Corbin said that she stole it, so he can be mad at her.
Yeah, and if he gives me like a look, like I'll just stare him down. So.
But try and look like a little bit music-y, like...
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. But yeah, so I'll just approach the deckhand, and I've been learning lingo from my parrot on my hat, who's a scarlet macaw, by the way. The ones with the green wing, no, the blue wings,
Golden. Yeah.
the blue. Well, they're red with blue wings, and I think doesn't matter. The scarlet macaw. So I'm gonna walk up to him and just be like, "Yar, avast me, hearty. How ye be doing on this fine sea salty day? Yar."
I see you're talking like us now. That's very nice.
Yar, I'd be learning from me parrot, and I point.
Aye, that's bonkers. Yeah, I'm sure wizards can do that.
Yar, no, he be alive. And can I give him the body of the spirit body?
Oh yeah, sure. You want to do it in front of if you do it in front of the deckhand, it will be a little bit harder because it'll be vulgar with witnesses.
I'll be right back. And I'll just duck around the corner and do it.
Okay, so that's 5 dice.
Okay. I'll be right back. I have to relieve myself into the sea. And then
Oh yeah, go.
I mean,
go.
where else are we going to go with
Exactly.
the deck? Oh my god. I got 2 successes.
And thank you, everyone. We just got our first poop deck joke.
I wanted to do it.
I'm sorry that I was the one to do it. I'm honestly disappointed in myself, to be real.
So for that level, you can succeed at a cost, or you can burn a willpower point to reroll up to 3 dice.
I'll burn the willpower point.
Okay.
I don't want to. I don't want any cost. So 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay, it's successfully
All
goes
right.
on. In fact, you have enough that you could do it with a witness now. But yeah, Stephen the parrot appears in sort of spectral form and says, "Well, this is very nice. I appreciate this. Quite a fair deal. And because you have mastery over forces as well, I'm assuming that you also gave him a voice at no extra cost."
Yes, and Steve, I also have familiar points. So Stephen is. If it's up to Stephen, honestly. But if he would like to be my familiar, he can stay with me.
Oh, that sounds perfectly charming. All I was going to do otherwise, honestly, was sit here and be a stuffed parrot on a hat.
Oh no, this is much more exciting. Also, Nigel on the ship, who bought you as a hat, who we don't like. He hates birds, so you can just assault him all day.
I might just fly down to Nigel's cabin now, and being as I am immaterial, just scare the shit out of it.
Yes, the one moment, and I walk back to the deckhand and say, "See, this is my parrot, Stephen."
Oh my!
Say something, Stephen.
Hello, I'm Stephen. Pleasure to meet you. I'm a parrot.
He's going to go scare the shit out of Nigel, aren't you, Stephen?
Oh yeah, I thought I would.
All right, go ahead.
The deckhand says, "Oh, well, it's a jolly good plan." Yeah.
Yar, it is a jolly good
I
plan.
did tell you he forgot to stock the ship up with grog. He doesn't drink. He didn't feel that everyone else did.
Shiver me tendies. I have never heard such a terrible thing.
It's good.
He's a complete dick, but what am I to say? But a humble deckhand.
I'll get you more grog, don't you worry.
Well, thank you very much, Miss Edmonds.
I will make sure that there's enough grog for the whole crew.
And now I'm going to put a lower third up on the screen that says whether the crew morale went up or down.
Oh, I got to roll for it.
That's a funny bit.
It's 3 successes.
Damn.
Oh, you got a
Sick.
crit.
Oh, I did get a crit. Sorry, I
You got a
moved
crit?
it.
You got a crit and a
Yeah.
success.
How many successes is that total?
5.
5 successes. Well, that's pretty good. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be a big spoiler that, I was going to do my big thing and maybe I was do a joke of whether it went up or down, but it obviously went up.
Probably went up,
because
yeah.
You can write obviously
Unless
went
it's
up.
really hard.
Yeah, obviously
Yeah.
it went up. Yeah, I'll just.
Yeah.
So that's going to be on the lower third. Just Patrick, reminding me when you're cutting this, just put a thing that says obviously it went up.
Ghost
And we'll put
parrot,
that
more
right.
grog.
Probably put that here where the DM screen is. Just you'll.
Terrorize.
It's up to you, future Patrick. You know what you're doing. You've done this before. It's going to be fine. So now you are approached by Neve. Who know? Actually, let's say you're approached by Owen. He says,
The other cult member.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
He says,
Hello.
yes, Miss Edmonston. We have a problem. He's a little bit less friendly with you because for account of the fact you're English. And he says, it's Lady Shirsh's birthday, and we all forgot, so we're meeting below deck to plan out a party."
All right. That's, Yar. Oh, wait, you're not one of the pirates. I'm sorry. I'm
Well, you know, it's honestly, it's nice to be included. So, thank you very much. Just all meeting in the hold. oh fuck, is Nigel in the hold? Well,
Wait. Do I hear a scream?
and then you just hear, ah, it's a fucking ghost parrot.
I don't think he's in the hold anymore. He'll be up on top of deck any moment now.
Put me back in the cannon. All right, and Liga, you hear a knock on your door, and it's your cult member, Casimiris. Because all the cult members kind of hang out together. I like to think that they just have a room where they all just sleep in there.
It's like the
Familiars.
They all have their own.
Yes, it's like the familiars.
Yeah, they're basically your familiars.
It's from like what we do in the shadows.
Yeah.
They all have their own room. What's next?
We get a little water cooler.
And he says, and Casimiris is, of course, speaking to you in Latvian. So he doesn't have like a Latvian accent because you're speaking to each other in Latvian. Why would they have an accent? He speaks perfect Latvian. He says to you, how would you like your cult member to address you? Does he call you Liga, or does he call you Mistress Liga, or do you have any thoughts on that at all?
No, Liga. We are all.
It's more of a commune.
Not very hierarchy. Yeah, there's not much of a hierarchy.
Yeah, like they respect me out of the fact that I can kill them if I wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's just like any workplace.
Yeah.
So he says to you, Liga, there's we have a big problem on the ship. I've been speaking to Sirsha's cult. Our cult is better, by the way.
Oh, of course. Like there's no question.
Yeah, I've been observing what they do, and it's fine what they do. Just our stuff is a lot better. We're keeping it much tighter than they are. I just want to let you know that, first of all. Secondly, bit of a crisis. We forgot Sirsha's birthday. Well, it's not my job to remember Sirsha's birthday. It's my job to remember your birthday, perhaps. I have no idea when your birthday is, but I'm rambling.
What do you mean you don't know when my birthday is?
Of course I know what your birthday is. It's fine. There's no need to even ask. Because it would be self-evident that I know when your birthday is. But Sirsha's birthday, her cult fucked up. That's what we're talking about now. Her cult.
We're gonna circle back to this.
Yes, of course. I understand. Yes. They're all meeting in the hold to plan out a little party for her, and be good for her and good for the crew as well.
Oh, that sounds great. When's my birthday?
Start
I'm going to roll a fate dice.
Oh my
He's
god.
going to try and guess. Do you know when it is, or can I just pick a date?
Oh no, it's part of my backstory.
Okay. Okay, so we rolled a 1. January 30th. Yeah. January 30th.
This is really disappointing.
Laumina keeps the calendar. It's her fault.
Summer solstice. That's one of the reasons why we do a giant celebration.
That makes a lot of sense. Yes.
Just wait until we get home. All right, let's go.
He looks vaguely traumatized as he returns and leads you down to the hold. And Sirsha, of course, you have to get out of the fucking way of this endeavor is the problem.
I guess. I didn't know this was happening.
They need to distract you. And so Corbin St. James knocks on your door. And she says, Sirsha, Lady Sirsha, I hear your cult call you. I thought that was rather cute.
Yeah. It's a little cute.
I was wondering, would you join me for a stroll on the top deck? I have something sort of quite fun to show you.
I'll start looking around like, oh, okay. I had some questions too about this island we're going to.
Well, what a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, we can have a walking
perambulate
meeting. We can have a walking meeting.
Pirate
That's
ship.
right, yeah.
Yeah, walk and talk. It'll be fantastic.
Yeah.
Will you join me?
Sure.
Let's head up. So you head up to the deck. It's the weather is kind of nice. There's something bracing about sea air. It's not too cold.
Right.
You haven't quite got a handle on what the climate of the island is yet. Like it was quite cold and windy on Bones Island, but as you start to approach Blood Island, it feels like it's getting a little bit warmer.
Is it balmy?
It's a little bit balmy. Yeah. Balmy is a good word for that. So, what questions did you have for me?
So I was curious if like some kind of political stuff was happening on this island. Is it like Blood Island or Vitae of Blood Island or like what? Like, is there any like
Well,
way that we're supposed to talk to people here? Like when we were greeted when we first arrived at
The
Bones Island
of
or-
Blood or Blood
Bones
Island.
Island.
yeah.
Well, certainly, it's known by us normally as Isla Vitae. The Verbena tend to call it Blood Island. You know, they're terribly into blood and all its accoutrements.
They're terribly into blood. Okay.
But there's much less of a political approach to that. They don't really mind if you get it wrong.
Okay.
It just it's just sort of a way of showing where your allegiances lay. However,
Yes.
to the hated British,
Okay.
they know it as the first place they landed
Mm.
on a conquered island. So it is known as the Victoria Isle.
Okay. Victoria Isle.
And we will, after all, be landing at a British dock.
Gross.
So that might be good to know.
Yeah. So about this island, is it safe to assume it's more dangerous at night for certain reasons?
You're worried about vampires.
I mean, it's a little on the nose, the name of the island.
You know, would you believe me that actually vampires are not much of a problem on the island? In fact, I believe they find it, if what the Master of Hounds tells me to be true, they find it rather uncomfortable to be there. It's a very, it's hard to describe without you seeing it really, but it's a very, it's almost like the island is alive.
Okay.
And that causes terrible discomfort for those who are sort of eternally dead. You know, it's a lovely place, you know, full of lush vistas and wild animals. All very normal to me, but outsiders tend to find them rather exciting.
Okay.
I grew up on Blood Island.
You grew up on.
Indeed. I don't have family there anymore, unfortunately.
Oh.
But,
I-
you know, I know the best places to know on shore leave.
So how did it come about the name then?
Oh, well, I wasn't on the committee. I was
Why?
named far before I got there, but I believe they named it after Queen Victoria.
Well, I mean the blood part.
Oh, the blood part. You would have to ask a Verbena, I expect.
Okay.
But we tend to be pretty straightforward with how we name things here, you know. It's a very lively island. Blood is life. Vitae, you know, it's almost a pun.
Okay.
But
And anything else you can share?
about the island, well, as I said, the docks are owned by the British. Not all of the British, I should tell you, are aware of the machinations of the Order of Reason. A lot of them are just simply people trying to get by in a rather regrettable place.
Okay.
But the Order are there, and I would caution you, because I know that some of you like to do your magic rather publicly, that that might get you into trouble until, at the very least, until we get out of Albertston, which is the docks.
Okay. Albertson. Okay. That's interesting. How long have you been doing this?
Oh, I've been on ships most of my life. I left home at 15.
Okay.
Came to follow Hendrix. I found him a rather charismatic figure, you know. Many do.
He is very charismatic.
Yes. I feel like there was a barb in there somewhere, but I can't detect it. But he's a good man, Hendrix.
Yeah.
Rarely lets his men down.
Yeah, I can see he gives a shit.
Yeah. Maybe too much of a shit, some would say.
Yeah.
But he's been fighting this war against the Order a very long time. I wonder that he'll get tired of it sooner or later.
Well, he seems a bit long in the tooth.
Oh, yes, 104, I think he said. Yes, it looks every day of it, in my opinion. Craggy, man.
Yeah.
So now, as the two of you discuss that, we're going to go down to the hold, where Wilhelm, Aura, Liga, Casimiris, Laumina, Neve, Owen are. Nigel has fled. He was going to be in the scene, but then he was assaulted by a ghost parrot. And
He's still going too.
yeah, he's still just like running around. You can't get away from a ghost parrot at all.
Nope.
Stephen's having a whale of a time.
Good.
And Neve says, well, I think there's a few problems that face us at the moment as we plan a party.
Streamers.
Streamers.
We need streamers.
We need streamers?
It's required.
Absolutely. We don't have any, so we'll have to figure that out.
Does anybody have a sphere of matter? Stream for us?
There is, we could cut up some of Nigel's paperwork and...
Oh, so if we have some scrolls, we could, you know,
absolutely.
long...
Ancient grimoires, anything like that.
Maybe not those.
Boring.
Just ledgers with numbers on it.
Yeah. Surely nothing important.
No, we don't need that.
No.
He can remake.
The real problem is, well, we have no booze. Nigel stocked us up with water and fortifying tonics.
What?
Now, if you fortify yourself like a lot, can you get like a buzz off that?
That's not been my experience of the fortifying
just
tonics.
checking.
No.
Can any of us make water?
I was just gonna say that.
Jesus.
I want to Jesus this and get
James
some,
Jesus.
get some water, some jugs of water.
Good Jesus coming in to help us.
All right. So he says, you're going to turn water into wine? That's a classic.
Just wink.
So,
Maybe not wine, maybe grog. They don't really want wine. I talked to the crew. They want something a bit more pedestrian.
We could do grog.
yeah, you can do both if you want.
Like, well, this isn't, we aren't the French.
I tell the crew, like, fill up as many jugs as you want.
I mean, honestly, they could, I don't know if there's a good way to get seawater onto a boat, because they could use seawater if they wanted to.
Turn the
Like,
tonics. No one needs the tonics.
Okay,
What
so...
even is in these tonics? Like, I would go to Nigel. I'm just going to find Nigel. Hopefully he's cowering somewhere. And I'm like, what is in the tonics you put on the ship?
What's in this fucking ghost parrot?
Doesn't matter. Tell me the tonics and I'll get the parrot away from you.
I don't know. I bought them from a man on Isla Fortuna. They're supposed to make me taller.
Never mind. Ghost parrot's staying, and I walk back downstairs.
Stephen continues with the salt.
God, what an idiot.
Swooping.
So how would you like? So Casimiris and Laumina bring you as much water as they can find. How much, as a percentage of the crew's vital water supply, would you like to turn into
I
party
thought this
grog?
was going to be like ocean water.
Oh yeah, they can do that too. It might just take a little longer. How much you want? You want like a bathtub full of grog?
Like jungle juice?
A couple of buckets?
Yeah, like a bathtub full.
Okay, so while Casimiris and Laumina figure out how to get a bathtub into the ocean and back again.
No, you just take one bucket at a time.
Fine. They look at you because they don't understand what you're saying, but and go, man, carry on with the bathtub plan.
Is it because I'm English?
Yeah, this is all that.
Okay.
Casimir and Lamina don't speak English, but they've kind of come to, like, with Neve and Owen especially, a kind of understanding with each other, where like they're familiar enough with each other's body language, they have a kind of unspoken communication. But the two of them set off, and they find you a pretty considerable amount of water, certainly enough that if it were to be, say, grog, that it could really do some fucking damage.
All right. I'm waiting for the party because I want to, like, do a show.
Okay. Oh, so everyone's going to watch?
Performance.
I'm going to...
You're going to do it. You're going to turn water into wine. You're going to start a religion. You already have. What am I talking about? We've literally got members of your cult here. So the good news is that cult members know all about magic, so they don't count as witnesses.
All right, well, they're going to be my assistants, and we're going to...
What does this ritual look like? What is it? What's the?
You have to bathe in it.
Yeah. What is the act
just like
of
old
turning-
lady.
The pirates are like,
Whatever. Yeah.
drink worse.
What is the practice of casting this effect look like to you?
It's going to look like I am...
So the focus skill that you're using for matter is craft. So it's
Add a bunch of herbs.
get a bunch of herbs and
Some
shit.
things that like are sparkly when I throw them. It looks like I'm throwing glitter.
Sick. And it's actually just glitter. Just for effect.
Gold flakes. It's like gold slugger.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an old lady, just like, ha!
And you're treating it like a cauldron, maybe?
Yeah.
This bathtub grog.
Yeah, think I'm like an old lady Las Vegas
Yes.
magician.
Old lady Las Vegas magician. I love it. Okay, so let's roll. So this is a decent amount of grog, but it's not like the hardest effect. Yeah, so I'm going to say this is a standard feat. Go ahead and throw in. Either you want to get 4 successes, because it's still a vulgar effect, or you want to add a paradox die.
I think I'm all done. I cleaned out a paradox.
Oh, no, so there's a difference between paradox and quintessence.
Oh, okay.
So quintessence is like the amount of magical energy that you have on board.
Oh, yeah.
I'm also going to say that like everyone probably went back up to at least 2 quintessence before you left Bones Island, if you didn't already have it, because you probably rested at the node. Who knows when the next time you're going to have access to one of those will be.
Okay.
So you probably have 2 quintessence. You can use that to make magical effects easier. And there's a few other things you can do with the prime sphere that involve that. But paradox is merely how far you are pushing reality with your spell. So include 1 red dice, or risk it that you'll get 4 successes.
Okay. Come on. Mama needs some grog.
Oh, no.
Did you biff it?
Well, there's a skull and 2 successes.
And you needed 3. So you have 2 options. You can succeed at a cost, or you can spend a willpower point to reroll up to 3 dice.
Go there.
I can't see the rolls, so this is always very exciting for me.
No,
Did you biff it?
I biffed it.
So let's say you succeed at a cost. The cost will be revealed later.
Uh-oh.
To all intents and purposes,
Just
you appear to have like it's weird. It's not like it's not a super obvious effect. It's not like abracadabra. Now it's grog. It's just people just suddenly realize that this water doesn't smell like salt water anymore. It smells like rum. It's quite potent and almost subtle as it happens. And then Laumina looks at Neve and Owen and it's just like, says in Latvian, pretty cool.
Gosh.
They're definitely having a little bit of competition over who has the cooler wizard.
Oh my god.
But again, completely unspoken, just happening with looks like.
and it's kind of like we don't know about this rivalry they have.
Mm-hmm. And the other issue that you have is like there's no cake at all. We didn't stock up for cake because we didn't realize there was going to be a party on the island. We can do without it, but
Look at me out of my hair.
and I figured we're all wizards. Maybe we could come up with some kind of show for her, perhaps. Something cool, some magic. I'm probably being stupid. I apologize.
What did I just do?
I mean, that was very cool, but I mean, Saoirse didn't see it.
Well, I can make
Show
some.
for Saoirse.
I can make some spirits fly around or something. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be.
Those are pretty.
That'd be grand and terrifying. Aye.
What spirits could I bring that are around the ship?
Are wizards impressed by magic, really, though?
That's true. I guess it's more of a. I guess that's more of a thing that would impress the crew, rather. But the crew will be at this
having
party.
a birthday party for that also is impressive to other people is important, especially when we need to make the crew like us.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the issues with summoning spirits to entertain is that other people can't see the spirit.
That's right. I'd have to give them a body.
Yeah. Which is previously, while on this very ship,
Yeah, not something that they want me to do.
But, you're now one for
I do
one. You've had a successful use of Body of Light and an unsuccessful one.
I do have elemental touch, so I could just, make some lights.
Yeah, you can definitely, with your command of forces, you can do some pretty fancy shit with a light show.
I could make some lanterns.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Why not think of showy, but more classy?
Classy. Okay, excellent.
So she'll decorate the deck like a classy party.
Mm-hmm.
With some lanterns or like things like that Saoirse won't see, like wherever they are. Some lanterns that can be floated just above the ship. Think like the Hogwarts candles.
Oh, sick! Yeah.
But lanterns, and then maybe some like light patterns on the ground.
So also, the two of you could work together to use forces and matter.
That's true.
To create effects like that. It is possible for two people to work together on a spell.
We'll do that then. So we'll make a lantern.
Mm-hmm.
And then I enchant it with light.
Okay. Fucking sick.
Yeah.
So all you need to do is like, it's a simple thing for mana. You just need to find something that looks like it would be shaped, that it could be transformed into a lantern, and simply do it.
Probably wood carvings around.
Yeah, absolutely. There's wood everywhere. There's
yeah.
all kinds of little shapes and things. Like people like to whittle on pirate ships.
Yeah, even like a barrel could be a big one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, big barrel in the middle.
An empty barrel.
Yeah, the big lantern.
So each go ahead and give me a ret plus your focus skill roll to create these enchanted lanterns. So that's going to be 5 dice for both of you, and you need 3 successes. And I'm going to say that you each need to include a paradox die. Wilhelm, do you have any party plans?
Oh, I got.
Ooh.
Wow, I got 5 successes.
All right. Bam.
Wow, okay. So let's see what...
Dang. Why can't I do that on other stuff?
I know.
Whatever, I guess I made some really cool lanterns.
I beat the last couple. But...
Let's do it.
Wow.
1.
What'd you get? 1 success?
1 success.
I can have some of mine.
Okay, so you can succeed at a cost, or you can burn a willpower to reroll 3 dice. It depends on how much of your inner resolve, how many of your spoons, as it were, you would like to dedicate to making this party go off.
Can I use some of my prime? Can I use prime to give my infused personal quintessence?
So infused personal quintessence, you would need to be at a node.
Oh, never mind.
And you can then slurp up much more mana than someone without prime can do.
What happens again if I lose all my willpower?
If you lose all your willpower, you take a big dice penalty, which isn't too bad. If Saoirse or Wilhelm lose all their willpower, they lose access to whole parts of their magic.
Yep.
Because some of their paradigm is based around that.
And
your paradigm isn't based around your will.
What happens when I do it?
You're actually the same, because you believe that's not how you believe your magic is working.
Okay.
You believe that you're saying the right incantations. Like, Hermetics almost see magic as a science.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Whereas Wilhelm and Saoirse believe that their force of will is what's causing the magic.
Right.
I got another, so I have 2 successes.
You have 2 successes. Okay.
Give me another penalty.
So let's say that you're going to succeed at a cost.
You got 2 of those now.
So
But I got
scared.
5 successes.
You got 5 successes. All right. Let's say that I'm going to let you lend a success over, because you got more successes than you need. So this.
Janky.
So tell me what these. You've turned these like humble bits of wood into kind of lanterns.
What we need?
And now you're enchanting them to be like, what does that look like?
I think I have a wand.
Mm-hmm.
So it would just be sort of touching them with the wand and drawing a symbol on them.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be drawing a certain symbol on them to enchant them into these humble bits of wood would be turned into lanterns.
Floating lanterns.
Yeah, to floating lanterns. And some I feel like I might rearrange to be creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Some could be like a bird.
Cool. Yeah.
And some could be like a fish. Definitely there's a whale.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And
a boat cow.
A boat cow.
Boat cow.
And since I got 5 successes, I'm going to say that they move around realistically.
Oh, yeah, that absolutely works. Because you can use your forces to do that.
Yeah. So I'm going to say they move around realistically and are different colors.
Okay. Sick. That is rad.
And I also am going to take a few pieces and it spells out Happy Birthday, Liga.
It is.
I mean,
Saoirse's birthday.
Sorry.
You can't
Happy
do like that.
birthday,
Would be
Saoirse.
funny though.
It would be fun. Happy birthday.
I'm gonna like, wait a minute.
That would have been if you failed the roll.
Yeah, no, it's gonna say happy birthday, Saoirse, like at the front of the ship.
Mm-hmm. Wilhelm, do you have any party ideas? You do have a monkey. Monkeys are great at parties.
I do have a monkey. Monkeys are very good entertainers. My magic type is not so vulgar.
Yeah, that's true.
What I can do is ensure that the vibes are good and that the crew is very genuinely
we have a
excited.
vibe check.
Vibes, yeah.
Very genuinely
Vibe check.
excited
I got a
for this
vibe
birthday
check
celebration.
spell.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yes.
So,
So I would love to create a crew-wide impression upon entry into the surprise party.
okay.
When it's time.
So let's wait for the surprise.
Of course.
And you will ensure that the vibes are good at said party.
Oh, also being English, I can't spell Saoirse, so I have to ask like 5 different people how to spell it.
Yeah,
I can't
that's
even
fine.
spell
I
my
can
own
barely
name.
spell it.
Do I have any? I think I'd like to check with Chumbawamba and make sure. But we had a lot of fun doing the Chase the Monkey.
Yeah.
I think that's a fine party game.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm down to have that on limits on the whole boat.
Okay.
And so I'll offer a small medium amount of gold for that I own for whoever actually successfully catches
Nigel's goal.
Yes. So that's my fun party game.
Okay, excellent. So when we're ready to do the party, that's a great way of spending that time.
Yeah.
There is Sisha.
Yes.
You're still chatting to Corbin St. James.
Yes.
And she says, can I show you something on the crow's nest? It's a bit of a climb.
Up there?
Yeah. Are you not scared of heights?
No.
I
Not
mean,
yet.
You can fly and do all kinds of wizard shit. I'm sure it's fun. Perhaps we'll instill a fear of heights in you with this very adventure.
Right. Like I might find this out now.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes.
All right.
So as it turns out, you climb up to the crow's nest. I'm not gonna make you roll for it. It would be funny.
Oh my god! Fall and break my ass.
And you stand up on the crow's nest, and you look out on the night. The night it's quite something, the night at sea, because it's very, very dark.
Yes.
Especially this isn't an electrically lit boat by any means. There are lanterns, but you can see very little.
Mm-hmm.
And Corbin tells you, she says, I have a touch of magic of my own. Just some gifts given to me by a friend.
Okay.
Let me show you something.
All right.
She touches you on the shoulder.
Okay.
And looking out at the sea, you can see all of the islands in the Unconquered Isle.
Like they kind of like the outline of them lights up, kind of? Okay.
Yeah, but just for you.
Oh, okay.
And they're really they're not close by at all, but you can just see where they are.
Okay.
And she goes, it's an absolutely beautiful archipelago. 6 islands, depending on who you ask. Now, Hendrix will tell you, of course, that there's a 7th.
7th?
Yeah, no one really believes him, but he's certain that there is a hidden island. Now, if you take a look there in the center of the islands.
Okay.
And the light begins to highlight an enormous whirlpool.
Okay.
So we call that the Nexus. It's not terribly imaginative, but
I mean,
it's at the center of the islands. No one really knows what it is, but you don't want to take a ship there. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
But those who know magic tell me there's a lot of power to be had.
In the Nexus?
Oh yes, absolutely. A lot of cool magical shit going on there.
And no one you know has went there?
Well,
I mean, or came back, I guess, is the right way to say it.
Hendrix says he did. I don't know that anyone really believes him, because certainly no one ever comes back. People definitely say, I'm going to be the one. I'm going into the Nexus, and I'm going to come back with all kinds of cool Nexus shit. They never come back with any cool Nexus shit.
Okay.
They just disappear. Hendrix says he did it. Hendrix says a lot of things.
Okay. What else does he say?
And he says that Nigel was a legitimate dread pirate for a while.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that either, but certainly a fine account.
I
Last
mean,
feature on our tour of the Unconquered Isles I would like to show you. And she turns you around. She says, it's the Great Storm.
okay.
And this is very far off from you, luckily.
Okay. The Great Storm.
Yes. But using your forces sight, you can see that this is just a swirling mass of different forces far, far away from you. But it's powerful enough that you can see it even from where you are.
Right.
Using your kind of
My perceived
not
forces.
not extraterrestrial vision, your extra-human
Yeah.
vision. 'Cause, yeah, you don't want to get stuck in that. Really, genuinely, no one comes back from that.
Is that what keeps people from the islands that aren't supposed to find the islands?
Now that is what we're sailing on. That's the Traitor's Sea, as far as I know.
Okay.
No one really knows how it works, but before the Order found us, it worked terribly well.
So how do they get through?
We don't know. We found that out. We'd be on the home stretch of beating them, perhaps. Perhaps that way we could stop them. We know it's pretty expensive. They don't bring as many people over as they would like.
Right.
Otherwise, we'd be overrun already.
So they're finding a way through all of these, the sea and the storm and the Nexus.
And the Nexus. They're doing it somehow.
They must have a wizard.
Well, I mean, some describe the Order as wizards. in their own way. They certainly have their magics.
Yeah.
They get terribly angry if you call them wizards, by the way. I highly recommend it. It's a
I'm going to throw that word around all over the place.
Oh, absolutely. But, and then we have, let me see how my geography is. So we have Blood Island.
Okay.
Where you've been. Then over there, we have Isle of Tempora, or as us pirates call it, Karate Island.
I thought you were going to say fried food island.
No, I'm unaware of that dish.
It's good. Good dish.
Thanks, everyone. It's been great. We're going to wrap it up there.
What's Tempura Island called again?
Karate.
Okay, let's make it sure.
Then, of course, the more educated call it Isla Cerebra.
Okay.
We, us humble pirates, it is Brains Island.
So it's got 3 different names?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, I'm confused. Okay, I'm confused.
Island.
Okay. We got Karate Island, an Isle of what?
Brains Island.
Brains Island, okay. Does it look like a brain or something? Or
No.
have you seen a brain?
You know, it's difficult to explain. You'll get it when you visit.
Okay.
Then, of course, there is the Golden Isle.
Okay.
Now, that's a really great place for gamblers, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And look, I don't like to give the British credit for much, but the casino they have on there is really quite good. It's worth a visit if you ever get a chance.
All right.
So how many islands have we done now, of course?
I think Karate Island, Brains Island, and Gold Island, and Blood Island.
Blood Island.
Bones.
Then we have
Bones Island.
We have Blood Island, and of course there is Bones Island. And then the 6th, I wouldn't bother with at all.
Why not? What's up with that island?
We call it the Isle of Terror.
Oh.
That's where the Order have their biggest base.
Isle of Terror. Okay.
We have no bulkhead there at all. It is completely given up to the Order. Even the British don't go to the Isle of Terror, really.
Order Fort. Okay. I'm just writing this down in my brain, not on paper.
So yeah, I tell you who tends to love the storm, the Hermetics.
Okay.
So don't tell Aura about it, or she'll want to go there. Terribly fascinating if you're into the forces that bind all things, but pretty shit if you're on a boat.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to advertise it.
Anyway, so the thing I was really here to tell you, or to do rather, was to provide a distraction.
Okay.
And if
Are you going to kill me right now or something? Like, what's happening?
Yes, that's it. I'm afraid it's get killed time for you, Saoirse.
All right.
I'm going to push you off the crow's nest. No.
It was a joke.
Silly. I understand. I get jokes. I'm very good. I'm very good at repartee.
Okay.
Take a look down there. And
I
you
look
see the floating lanterns.
Oh. That's quite
spelling
nice.
out happy birthday, Saoirse.
Oh, they didn't forget.
And because Aura got enough successes, Saoirse is spelled correctly.
Yeah. Oh my god. I don't even know how to spell my own name sometimes.
And you hear you see your wizardly crew and they go, surprise! And then the crew come out and Wilhelm's going to do his effect.
I'm going to do a we're going to create an impression that it's truly the largest celebration that they ever have been to.
Yes, just create an impression of a great party. Now, because this is a pretty big effect, you are going to have to either get 3 extra successes on your coincidental roll for a total of 5 out of 5 dice.
That's a really tough one.
Or you're going to have to, you know what you're going to have to do, Dave? You're going to have to put some paradox dice in that.
Stank on it.
Just put some stank in it.
3 paradox dice.
Stank dice.
That's additional to the 5.
Yeah. No, so that's they replace
the 5.
because you haven't really done any large scale magic.
So I've not really boned this up quite yet, but
So let's see. Let's see how this could really go to shit.
Everyone's faces melt.
we'll see. I want this just to be a good party.
There's a skull on a paradox and 2 successes on a paradox.
So you got 2 successes?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the skull means that you're going to be adding a point of persistent paradox that's going to be in all of your magic rolls until it's discharged.
Great news.
You can succeed at a cost.
And I don't know this cost till later.
No. Or you can burn a willpower to reroll up to 3 dice.
Wilhelm power.
A Wilhelm power, exactly.
There you go.
We have a skeleton.
One more success.
One more success. You did it.
We did it.
So the crew, who were kind of prepared, like, oh, there's going to be a party, this is going to be fine, they come out and yell, surprise! And as they say surprise, they realize that this party is going to rule.
Yeah.
There's a bathtub of grog.
Yeah.
They surprised themselves by
Yeah.
shouting surprise.
And they start going, yeah! And they're dancing around and taking big, like, people are mostly just kind of dipping their whole face in the floor.
Yeah.
Bobbing for grog.
It's in a bathtub. You might as well.
Yeah, you might as well just go for it.
Just slurp it.
Yeah.
Straight from the source.
Even Nigel's had a drink.
Oh.
You know.
Is Steven on his shoulder now?
No, Steve. I'm going to say that Steven is probably dispersed by this point. But yeah, Nigel even has a drink and immediately feels very sick and goes to lean over the side of the boat. And unfortunately, there was at times the words "succeed at a cost"
Oh, yeah.
took place. So the grog is good grog.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Was it food poisoning?
It's rather stronger
Oh, okay.
than you might have hoped.
Awesome.
Hence, Nigel, working as the canary down the coal mine that he was, it wasn't just that he has no aptitude for the consumption of liquor. This is extremely strong.
Uh-oh.
This is like, they may as well be drinking vodka. Yeah.
It's like our Everclear.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hence,
Good party, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, the main problem here is that people are getting too drunk, having too much fun.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that happens, of course, is we said the word "succeed" at a cost twice. So the lanterns do turn back into wood because the spell didn't last quite as long as you would like, or the effect. I shouldn't say spell. Mage fans get very annoyed if you say spell.
Oh, no.
No.
Edit that one out.
Like, what do you call it?
Can you beep it?
Of course, it is simply an effect. I'm going to beep it from
You
now
should
on.
beep
If I
it.
say
You
spell, I'm
should
going to beep
it.
it.
That's the curse.
You
Yeah.
swore. You had a
Yeah.
swear word.
They're very, like, I love Mage fans, but yeah, they don't like the word
That's fair. It's fair.
and they all begin to, all of these lanterns begin to crash down to the
Uh-oh.
deck. And a couple of small fires start.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll put those out.
Yeah, but that's like a small matter for a crew of wizards.
We're surrounded by water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. What's the worst that can happen on a burning ship?
It's true.
As you begin to try and bring the wreckage of your crew back together in order to fight these fires, we're going to call an end to our party episode of Mage of Sail.
I'll vomit on it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, no, let's. So that's how they're doing it. Here's what you did. I've decided. Using Storyteller Fiat is you're grabbing pirates as they begin to projectile vomit and pointing them
At the fires.
fires. They are successfully dousing.
As a,
I'm dousing some
Yeah,
people.
dousing some fellas.
Hold the neck just down.
and I'm in the crow's nest just watching all of it.
Yeah, I would hope that you join the party.
Oh yeah, I joined the party at some point. Yes.
Corbin just says to you as you go, oh, good. Happy birthday, Saoirse. I hope you had a good one.
It won't be forgotten.
No, I would hope not.
No.
Well, not unless you go to Brains Island. But I've said too much.
Write that
And
down.
on that jolly scene, we will end our episode of Mage of Sail. And we will be back next week. Or like immediately if you're on Patreon. You should be on Patreon. It's great.
You should.
For as we approach Blood Island. Bye, yarg.
Yarg.
Lay anchor where the spirits rest and never walk alone. The hopes and dreams of many lie upon Bones Island. Lay anchor where the spirits rest and never walk alone. Their hopes and dreams